South African banks have moved quickly to implement wide-ranging debt relief measures where possible to assist customers who are experiencing financial difficulties as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and the national lockdown. Now, the sector has, however, encouraged all customers to continue to meet their banking and financial service obligations as best as they can. For more on this, I'm joined on the line by Bongiwe Kunene, CEO of the Banking Association of South Africa. Very good morning to you, and thank you for your time. You've brought out a few remedies to ease the immediate financial demands of your customers. Just talk us through some of these measures that you've put in place.
Thank you very much. We've taken steps, firstly, to just make sure that our clients who are impacted by the lockdown and the COVID-19 have a sense of security because they will be covered in terms of financial assistance. So our efforts really are to make sure that those who do comply with their terms and conditions in terms of the credit products that they've taken from the banks are able to be assisted. Maybe the first one that I want to mention is through the credit life insurance. So anyone who owns a product, whether it's a home loan, a VEF product, the car loans and other personal loans, normally they would have attached to that a credit life insurance. So the banks are assisting those clients to be able to claim from those insurers that have provided that product. But then we know that it's not all the clients who would be able to claim from the credit life insurance. And we've made sure that those who are not claiming from the insurers will be able to have installments either reduced or waived for a particular period. So we talk of payment holidays. And we also want to underscore that this applies to all banks and all clients. So even the clients who go for the banks that follow the Sharia law, they are also covered in these circumstances.
And you mentioned payment holidays. What are some of the disadvantages that come with payment holidays? I mean, will the interest rates be higher at a later stage? Just giving consumers a sense of what they're going into once they accept a payment holiday.
Yeah, the interest and fees on the loan does accumulate. And that is why we are this transparent to say to everybody that it still has to be paid. So if you've got a payment waiver for 3 months, it doesn't mean that your repayment for that 3 months are cancelled. It's just a relief and a leniency mechanism that allows you to deal with other issues that you are facing. So some of the banks are really already offering their customers these payment holidays. And I want to underscore that in the end, there is a potential that the client would incur higher costs.
And very lastly, before we let you go, just to get a sense of any sort of initiatives that you're working towards or have implemented already beyond your client base. I mean, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. Lives have been lost in South Africa, and the numbers of those infected keep escalating on a day-to-day basis. What role, as the richest sector in the country, are you playing to help in the fight against COVID-19? We've seen businessmen donate a third of their salaries. We've seen other businesses donate significant amounts. What are you doing as a banking association?
We have aligned ourselves with the other business associations. So our actions, whether it is in the CEO forum, are aligned with that. Whether it is Business South Africa, we participate in that. So all the measures that you hear being announced, we fit in those structures and we take that back to our organizations and members. Specifically, you will note that some of the banks like ASA have already announced their own initiatives. So these will come per member.
Are you considering it, pardon me for interrupting you, are you at all considering putting out a flat figure out just to assist in the fight against COVID-19, besides being part of the other groups, just as a rich sector in the country?
We have a number of initiatives underway. What I can confirm with you is that we are in conversation with our regulators, the Reserve Bank, the Prudential Authority, the Financial Services Conduct Authority, and we are working on a loan guarantee scheme. The numbers that we are working on, I cannot communicate at this stage, but it is our own effort to address the challenges that are faced in the space of credit.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's leave it there for now. Bongiwe Kunene, CEO of the Banking Association of South Africa.